Hello, guys. Today, I want us to look at 7 reasons why you might be broke, and of course, what you can do about it. After working so hard the whole month, it's even worse thinking about the fact that you need to borrow just to make ends meet, or even not get excited on payday because all your money goes to paying bills and debt, and you're not alone. We have all been there, and it requires some discipline and hard work to get out of this and even to start saving and investing. But sometimes all we need is some guidance or someone to point us to the right direction, and that's why I am here today. Let's just get started. First up, let's be honest. Are you living the champagne lifestyle on a chai budget? It's easy to fall into the trap of spending more than you earn, especially in the bustling city like Nairobi, Mombasa, Nakuru, or any other city that you're in or place. That the lifestyle, that life is expensive, and especially with this economy, you can get there. But here's the truth: if your expenses are higher than your income, you're setting yourself up for financial trouble. It's recommended you do 50 where you have something to save and also invest. And I will talk about this in a different video. So let's see, what can you do about this to make sure that you live a life within your budget or within your income? Make sure that you track your expenses for a month. We have so many apps out there, and you can even use an app as simple as M-Pesa statement feature, or even use your notebook. Identify areas where you're overspending and cut back. For instance, you see that daily KFC meal or that eat out that you do every day, consider making it a once in a while treat and opt for home cooking instead. It's not about depriving yourself, but about making smarter choices that align with your financial goals. Number two, let's talk about financial literacy. Many of us weren't taught about money management in school. Yeah, we learned about photosynthesis, metamorphosis, osmosis, mitosis, and all the C's, but not about compound interest. This lack of knowledge can lead to you poor financial decisions. Now, what can we do about this? Make sure that you educate yourself. There are plenty of free resources available online, and please comment some of the apps you know. People can read books for free. Let's help each other. You can start with books like The Millionaire Next Door, The Richest Man in Babylon, or even Rich Dad Poor Dad. You can find these books as audiobooks on YouTube as well, and it's free. Listen at 1.25 speed while commuting, running errands, or exercising. I've been doing this, and through this, I am able to even finish 2 books a month, listening to each book twice. And also, you can also follow financial experts on social media or attend free financial literacy workshops often held by banks and NGOs in Kenya. Remember, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your money. You need lots of it. And that's why we have Study Well to bring you this information. So, reason number three, you have no savings or an emergency fund. Many of us lived paycheck to paycheck or income to income with nothing set aside for emergencies. What can you do about this? You can even start small. That's what I recommend. Start 100 shillings a day. Start saving. Consider opening money market funds account for different purposes, including emergency fund. Money market funds typically offer higher interest rates than traditional savings accounts and allow you easy access to your money. And let me tell you, if the account that you have, you are saving your money, has an interest rate that is smaller inflation rate, you're losing a lot, and you need to reconsider that saving account. Aim to build an emergency fund that can cover at least 3 months of expenses in case you lost your job, in case something didn't go as it was planned. You at least have 3 months of expenses covered. Remember, small, consistent efforts add up. Don't think that some money is too small. Just start with what you can afford at this particular time. Number four in our list, you are drowning in debt. With the rise of mobile loans and loan advertisement with no collateral required. It's so easy to accumulate debt in Kenya, but the high interest rates that they will not talk about can keep you in a cycle of poverty. It will look small, but you are losing a lot with those interest rates. Then every money you have at hand is for paying some debt. When will you have your own money? Surely. When will you have your own money? That this is my money. It's not for paying bill. It's not for anything else. It's just my money. Let's call it for paying yourself. When will you do that? You can list all your debts, focusing on paying off high interest debts first. Consider debt consolidation or negotiating with creditors for better terms. Be cautious about which loans you take. Avoid loans for risky investment and things that do not bring cash flow to pay back the loan. For example, borrowing to finance a lavish wedding or to buy non-essential items like the latest gadget or luxury goods that will not bring in any income, or to invest in get rich quick schemes is generally unwise. Or even gambling, don't borrow money to gamble. If you're considering borrowing to invest, always compare the potential returns of the investment with the interest rate on the loan. If the loan interest rate is higher, it's probably not a good idea. Reason number 5 is you're not making enough and you're relying on a single income stream. In today's gig economy, having multiple sources of income isn't just smart, it's necessary. What can you do about this? You need to explore side hustles that align with your skills or increase your marketable skills or identify um, your flair. Identify what you're good at and start doing that and start monetizing it. Maybe start a small business or even invest in livestock if you're up country. The goal is to diversify your income sources to create more financial stability. I know people who are in the cities, but they still buy like goats and sheep, and then they keep them in up country. Yeah, it's a source of income. If you can do that, why not? If you have someone who can look after those things in, in the village, why not? You can just do it. Yeah. Number 6 is you are succumbing to peer pressure and social media influence. In the age of YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, it's so easy to fall into the trap of keeping up with I don't know who. And remember, social media is often a highlight reel, not reality. So, what can you do about this? You need to focus on your financial goals rather than comparing yourself to others. You can even unfollow accounts that make you feel pressured to spend beyond your means. You can use the videos for motivation because I know some of these people out here are so motivating. You can see someone and the level where they are, and then you feel motivated to do even more. But if you find yourself succumbing to the pressure, unfollow, then work on yourself and you can get back later and surround yourself with people who support your financial goals. Last but not least, you're failing to invest or plan for the future. Many Kenyans focus on short term gains rather than long term financial security. You'll hear someone saying that, oh, that investment gives me too little, it doesn't give you much. I started investing in this. In a particular investment, and then I withdrew my money because it was not giving me much. That is focusing on short term. You need to focus on long term goals. And how can you do this? Start investing, even if it's a small amount. Don't look at it as in how much it's giving you at that particular time. Remember, most of these investments they have compound interesting. And the more you keep your money in that account, the more you earn. The more you add, the more you earn. If, for example, you're adding 100 Kenya shillings a day, within 1 month you'll have 3,000 Kenya shillings, and the amount that you'll be earning when your account is 100 is not the same as the one that you're earning when you have 3,000 Kenya shillings. And if you continue like that, putting small amount in this account, you end up earning more or getting more. That's how people go from thousands to 100 to thousand, from thousands to millions. That's how people do it. And if you're checking your account and thinking that I'm getting 20 bob a day, if you get 20 bob a day in a month, how much is that? Yeah. So that's how you earn. I remember there was this time I was speaking to a very prominent doctor here in Kenya. He has one of the biggest hospitals here in Kenya, and he was telling me he wished people would understand how to do business. And he gave me an example and a challenge. He was telling me if he would go back, he would even get in eggs business. Because it would mean that these are something that people consume in large scale, and it would mean that if he did, he was getting one Kenya shilling per egg, and he sold 1 million eggs, he would get 1 million Kenya shillings, and then he could continue scaling up until he got where he wanted. And this just blew my mind because we never see business like that. We never see things like that. In this case, we would see I'm just earning 1 Kenya shilling per egg, and most of the time we want to hike the prices, and that means that people the amount that we are going to sell reduces also. But ideally, we should look at the scale, the larger scale, not and also the long run, not concentrate too much on the short term or the lower scale. And that really challenged me and got me thinking. And it's the same thing when it comes to investment. When you look at an investment and you see that you're earning only 10 Kenya shillings, 20 Kenya shillings without looking at it on the long run or at a larger scale, it won't make any sense. But if you put it in that perspective, it makes a lot of sense. So look into options like money market funds, government bills or bonds, or even the Nairobi Security Exchange for shares. Yeah. Consider long-term savings plan for big goals like buying land or retirement. And this is long-term savings, but you can start with the short-term savings and then grow from there. Remember, the earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. You need to start right away. You need to start now. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for anything else. If you have some cash, even if it's 100, it's that first step that counts. Those are the 7 reasons why you might be broke, and I have given you strategies or ways on how to go about it. Remember, change doesn't happen overnight, but small, consistent steps can lead to big results. It's time to take control of your finances and build the future you deserve. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more financial tips tailored for just you. And let me know in the comment section which of these reasons resonate with you the most. Together, we can build a more financially savvy Kenya. Asanteni sana, and see you in my next video. Asanteni